We think there's an opportunity to serve the needs of significant families who want direct exposure to real estate. We're aware of that, but we couldn't deliver it. We don't have the skills within our business to do that. But we've had a long relationship with the team at Delancey and recognise that they have those skills, and we have the relationships with both families we work for now and families we will in the future. So put the two together and you've got Mount Kendal.
There seems, from the approaches that we've had from other families across the world, a lack of very personal, very bespoke advisory work. And on the back of that, we started a discussion with Sandaire, who we've known for a very long time, and said, do you think that there is some mileage in putting together a slightly different business?
We've known the Delancey team for over 10 years, recognised the skill there and the approach they have, the rigour they have to the investment process and the returns they've delivered for us. Equally, I've known the principals there, particularly Jamie. I've known him for over 10 years. We are two family businesses doing different things. I think we share similar values, we share similar outlooks. There's just a nice opportunity to bring our respective skill sets together and create something new and different. The service we're going to offer is that of a bespoke response to the requirements of the underlying family or family office. That's different than anything else that we think is in the marketplace, because it means that we can frame the response in terms of UK real estate exposure or development or whatever it is that the underlying family wants according to their needs.
And when I look at other businesses in other sectors, the thing that I see everybody moving towards is this idea of bespoking. The idea that where you've got a customer, the most important thing is to provide the customer with what they need. Give them the extra time, give them as much time as they need. And this business is no different. So we think we can provide a full suite of services to people, from research all the way through to asset management, development management, legal support, banking support, treasury support. But ultimately, it's for them to decide across that range of activities which bits they want to pick.
I think the two businesses that are coming together have the characteristic of unusual alignment. What do I mean by that? They're both owned by families. Both those families invest their assets through the same processes, using the same teams as the clients which the businesses serve as well.
Between the two businesses, I think there's a sort of 45-year history if you add up the two component parts, and that in itself augments a sort of Ritz-Blatt family real estate history of 60 plus years in the pure real estate business. So I think between us, we've got a huge depth. Asia is clearly one of the, if not the dominant force, as we look forward over the next 10 to 15 years. There has been and continues to be a lot of capital coming from Asia, directed at Western Europe.
We've had an office in Singapore for just approaching 5 years, and indeed my family's original business was there from 1957 onwards, so long association with Singapore.
I think the answer to your question rather is it's very much predominantly UK, but capable of taking on a wider remit if necessary and if required. I think we would take a view for ourselves, because of course we always, our advice is based upon our own thoughts about how we would want to do things, is that London looks quite compelling, a little bit uncertain because of Brexit, seeing a lot of capital inflows, but is very unlikely not to remain the capital city of Western Europe. And this seems to me a sort of timely moment in an unsettled world.
The critical element here that we're offering a service to the underlying families and family offices. We're not selling them a product. So we're coming to them and saying, help us understand, perhaps we can help you understand precisely what it is you want and how you would like us to help you. And then we're going to deliver a service for you based upon those principles.
If I were the client, which occasionally I am, what do I want from my service provider or from my advisor? And that is that I'm looking for a proprietor's view of the world. So I'm not looking for a broker's perspective. I'm looking for someone who will say to me, I would buy this, and in fact, by the way, I will buy this with you if you really want me to, because I truly believe what I'm telling you.